Right now.
Not taking no chances.
Look at that right now on your phone. That's broke.
Her phone. I'll look it up, but I mean, I guess it depends on where you're from. You know, I may think
Chicago's the #1 killing ground right now.
But see, I've never been to Chicago. I don't know anything about it. I hear stuff, but I hear all the murders, hear the things going here. So of course, naturally, I think, oh my gosh, so much is going on here in Texas. I don't really think about that another state is struggling like that. So, but I would think so. I mean, I could live in Chicago. Yeah, come to think of it, you know what? I take all that back because now that I think about it, I wouldn't live in Chicago really because
27 out of 30.
Okay, so where does New Orleans
ranking is?
Where's New Orleans?
Actually,
Chicago. That's Chicago. Chicago is Illinois. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, that's 2016.
That's 2016. I'm so embarrassed.
Look up city.
Look up cities. Not state. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago.
Yes,
Illinois. Houston. Oh, so Illinois. Okay, I'm sorry. Which one is the state and which one is the?
Don't say that on camera.
Don't say that on camera. That's easy. It's an easy miss. It's so confusing.
Oh, it is.
Chicago, Illinois. Illinois is the state. Oh, she said wait. See, I'm not the only one.
Wait,
y'all.
state or a country? Like
What?
Texas is like a state or a country?
Texas is not a country, Nevaeh.
Okay, so it's a state.
No, I'm not tripping.
So
you
it
can't
was-
get mad at her. You
I can get mad. I knew it wasn't no country.
Detroit
I
is
mean-
#1, 2017.
Who, Detroit, Michigan?
Yes.
You said New Orleans.
What is this?
But no, Texas is not a country.
I know what you're saying.
Texas is a state.
So that means Illinois is a state too.
Actually,
So how did you
Actually,
break that
Chicago's
down?
Actually, Chicago's #5 and New Orleans is #3.
Chicago,
Oakland
Illinois,
is-
and then Houston, Texas.
Yeah, that's how I had to think about it too, to be honest
Memphis
with
is
you.
bad too. Oakland, I ain't know that.
Oakland, that's California.
Memphis is bad too.
What about Missouri? Because I heard Missouri is bad.
Atlanta's #6, Baltimore 7.
Oh wow! Now what is this? What is this scale based on? Is it based on murder or what? Oh, just crime in general.
Is Houston on there?
Just crime, just everything. All together.
No, you said murder.
I'm just gonna live in the damn bubble. We talking about murder or just crime in general?
Oh, it says murder.
Larry, you on camera? Get off your phone while you driving.
You gonna go to jail?
You gonna go to jail?
No, this is 2016.
It's 2017.
It's
Exactly, you
2016.
said it wrong.
This is
It's 2016. We can drive with our phone and our camera.
It's 2016.
It's 2016.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Make yourself sound good.
No, I'm not.
I know you ain't talking about is Houston, is Texas a country?
Got a chance, the rapper. He did something for Chicago. He gave money to some schools.
Yeah, I know. I remember he did that, or he get the proceeds of something that he did all over to. You know, Adrian Bouillon on The Real, she's doing a Christmas album, and every dime she's making from that Christmas album is going to Puerto Rico.
Ooh, and we can talk about something else. You know
What?
The dad of the ball family.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that. Him and Trump.
You know, yeah. He don't want to say thank you, and I kind of agree with him, but I don't like.
Oh
Cause,
Lord.
No, because what he was talking about, he was like basically saying like,
We're gonna talk about this on the.
you can't force me to say thank you.
But you should say thank you.
Made a bad decision. If you made a bad decision, he gave you the consequences.
Okay, now think about it. If it were your son,
went over there and
the
robbed
36 with the
people.
highest murder rate. Number 30 is Waco, Texas. Number 29 is South Bend, Indiana. Wow. Isn't that where the military bases are? Indianapolis, Indiana. Miami, Florida is number 27. North Carolina is number 26.
Now, you think,
Chicago, Illinois is 25. Philadelphia, Dayton, Ohio.
Sorry, no, sorry. But
2017. That's right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to score it. Wait 1 second, Malik. I'm gonna address this.
Basically, 12,
St. Louis, Missouri is number 1 for crime. That's why I asked him, because I know that's a crime place. Baltimore, Maryland. I used to live in Baltimore, Maryland.
18. You used to live in Baltimore?
Yeah, Michigan, Detroit. Oh, was it Detroit, Mexican? Oops. New Orleans is number 4, so he was right.
I was reading
He was right.
Forbes, Washington D.C.
Wait a minute, you was reading the Forbes.
I know I was reading the it was called Forbes, but it was called
That he was reading the hell.
DC Post.
Oh, but let me go back to the young man, because we supposed to talk about this on the podcast, our last podcast. We didn't get to it. We were talking about it this time, but since I'm live vlogging right now, let me tell you something. If my son made a mistake, if any of my children made a mistake, and they were in a position where no matter how much money I had, no matter what my position was, and I couldn't help them other than afford to buy them an attorney, which may not work, given that China is a what type of country is China? A communist country. And if the president, I don't care how I felt about him, if he was able to call, what's the president of China?
President Xi.
Chow.
Chow.
He was able to call Chow and say, hey, I got 3 young men down there playing basketball. They did this. Could you help me out? And they sent my son home without putting him in jail. You damn right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate your help. All right? Yes, I thank him. And I will beat your ass if you stole from him, embarrass the country, embarrass me as my family. Yes. This is not a.
Most people like Trump, they don't.
But nobody really cared for him either, right? The basketball guy. What's his name? That dad. He's not popular. Yeah. People talk about him so bad because of his attitude. They talk about him bad.
He's mad because he's confident. He got the book.
Well, I'm not mad because he's confident. I really like that I like that quality about him. I like the confidence and what he instilled in his children.
You know his son's in the NBA.
I like that about him. I just think he is.
You like Trump too?
He's an arrogant ass.
You like Trump?
No.
Trump is 50.
No, I'm talking to Trump.
You like that quality though, right?
I like that quality in this particular guy. I'm not saying I like it in Trump just because
Trump too secretive for me. He doing stuff behind the
Trump is fake.
And something else I learned about Trump too on Netflix.
What?
What you learn about Trump on that? You believe it?
No. It was true. It was about his family, about his whole family, and how the Trumps came to America and stuff like that. It was
Came to him. I'm talking about his history of his family.
His great granddad came to America.
What white person did come over?
He started some apartments. His dad was his Trump dad was like
he was a millionaire.
Long ass
he was a construction worker. He was a construction worker. He built apartments in New York when New York wasn't really like. It was like coming up.
Yeah.
He built apartments.
It was still
nice
building.
Apartments, and he just got known and famous and stuff like that. And the reason people be thinking Trump racist because a lot of people like blacks will come, like rich black people will come to the apartments and try to get in the apartments, and everyone won't let them and stuff like that.
So Trump's parents were racist.
No.
That was not it.
That was one of the reasons why people think that.
The reason that happened in New York was because there was a code that certain people couldn't live there. He had to abide by the code. Now, they had to deny people because the code said so. They had a code.
But if you rich,
but what I'm saying,
a rich black person coming in apartments, why?
There was a code. Black people didn't have the same opportunities back then. I'm not saying it wasn't his law.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make him racist, just it was that particular time.
Yeah, he had to abide by the code.
No. I'm not saying that he's racist. I'm just saying that just don't make any sense.
I mean, that's just what it was.
I think calling everybody a racist is just like every black person pulling the black card. It get this point, it's so watered down, and people just use it for any old reason to be using racism, stuff like that. And
anybody can create a narrative and say somebody did.
I mean, I think his dad racist, but I don't think Trump racist as a person.
I would say his dad is racist.
Yeah,
but honestly, you racist. And he probably tolerate. And honest, let's be honest. A lot of white people, they may not necessarily be racist, they just tolerate black people. Just like we as black people tolerate some people. It's just because you can identify with somebody and you have an opinion doesn't make you a racist person. It's just like you don't understand. You're ignorant. Basically, he's ignorant, right? Trump. We're talking about Trump.
Ignorant is lack of knowledge.
It is lack of knowledge. When you don't get to know something for what it is, and you basing your opinion on somebody else's experience, that's ignorant.
We need to learn our states. First, what we call people ignorant. We need to learn our cities. We need to learn our.
That Texas is not a country.
I knew what year it was, but y'all calling me out time when I'm driving. Texas, the whole thing was.
Oh my God.
It's 2016 where it's legal. That's what I was trying to say. But y'all keep on calling me out saying it's 2017, so.
Yeah, it's not 2016.
It's 2016, y'all.
So I'm personally, I'm not gonna say Trump is racist. Do I care for him as president? Probably not. But I'm not gonna sit up here and beat the man up.
Well, I do hate that, like, that people be getting on Trump about how he racist against Mexicans and stuff like that. I'm like, no, he just enforcing the law. They been had that law where he's enforcing can't have illegals in America. He didn't make that law. They been had that since George Washington. So y'all gotta be mad at George Washington.
Go Malik. You did all right, Malik. That's some documentary.
Just enforcing it. I mean, that's all you doing, just enforcing it. So give Americans more jobs, so Americans can have more money. That's really all you doing.
Yeah, I mean, and all of us, it just depends on what your position is about that particular thing. Everybody fall on different sides of the coin when it comes to.
If anything, he need to improve
the way people are living.
No, like the green card system.
Yeah, now that I agree. If you want to be over here, I'm all for it. Hey, I love everybody. But if there's a process for you to come over here, then I think the process should be followed. That's all I'm saying. That's like, I mean, hell, we can't even go to other countries without a passport. I mean, honestly, we can. So I think everybody should have, we should know who's here.
You're not a sovereign nation if you don't know who is in your country.
You should want to know who's living next door to you, who you living with.
Your sovereignty depends on it.
You said sovereignty?
Yes.
Sovereignty?
Sovereignty is basically saying you're an independent state, you're an independent country. If anybody can come to your country, then you're not a independent country. You're an open.
Are there any countries like that?
No.
So then why does everybody get mad at us for this then, if all countries are like that?
It's a political agenda. If I can, a lot of people don't like the way America was founded. They don't like the fact that it was a conquered nation, which every country is conquered.
Right.
It's just we are a young nation. We're only 200-300 years old, but the most powerful nation because of the laws and the rules that they put in place, and that they came up. There was slavery. There were other things that helped build this nation, and there are people that benefited from it. So a lot of people don't like the way that America came about. A lot of people, and the only way you can do that is by.
You said America what?
The only way you can do that is by bringing in people of other colors and other descent to try to overpopulate it, where it equal out the population for the white population. And that's what they're trying to do, is bringing people from Mexico, bringing people from India, Asia, not so much African nations because they don't really care for Africans like that.
Who don't care for Africans?
I'm just saying, coming into this country, it's not like a lot of African people that's coming in. So when you get all these nations coming in, all these different, after a while the population going to grow and it's going to be a more browner nation. That's the theory behind the whole concept. But it hurts the growth. They bringing in their culture also from different places, where the thing that made America great was the laws, and they're not buying by the laws. And that's what made America great.
He said America can never be great. So Malik just said. Look what we talk about on Thanksgiving. We all in politics. I'm talking about shit I don't know nothing about. It's not my area of expertise. Like, ask me about some Atlanta housewives. I know that's superficial and shallow and empty, but that's where I am in my life right now, because I got a headache and I don't got time. It's too much.
I'll tell you why America is great.
There's nothing you can do to change my mind about it.
No, let me ask you a question. Do you think you have the best household in the world? Do you believe that you live in the best house in the world? Like, your family is the greatest. Do you believe that?
You believe your family is great?
I believe everybody great.
No, this is a perfect example of what I'm just talking about. The reason, I bet somebody else would come around us and would be like, I love your family. You understand, Timmy?
Fat scam.
Fat scam.
What is that?
It's a scam. A scam?
A scam? No, I'm confused. Camera like time's out. I need to do something because I lost a whole bunch of damn footage. I had a point I was making that actually made sense.
You know what? That's crazy. There'll be a lot of less poor people too if
we didn't
I want to see if in school they teach us like more stuff about life. Like we learn about, like, they teach us false history, false history, all that false crap. Like they don't
Yeah.
teach us like stuff to get us ready for life. That's why most kids really be dropping out. That's be a waste of time. Most kids be trying to get money. Like
They're trying to indoctrinate y'all.
If school teach us ways to get money and be successful and do all this stuff instead of teaching us false crap, baby.
Then why don't you get behind that initiative and make it happen? Instead of being a part of the problem, not saying that you are, but since you have that thought process, why not do something to make that better for the kids that are coming up behind you? Instead of
You just don't give up about
And
it.
college is a scam too.
well,
College is a scam.
oh,
They take your money.
They want
look at you. How old are you? Somebody they take your money.
Like really, like
If you're not going to school to become a lawyer, a doctor, or engineer, then it is a scam. Do you agree? I agree.
You agree with
it's a
yourself?
scam.
Because you go to school, spend $50,000 to get a $50,000 job.
Cancer organizations.
Oh my God, they killing my vlog here. They killing my vlog vibe with all this political stuff. Now he talking about cancer.
They been trying to kill the cancer. They just want to keep making that moolah.
Yeah, they got the cure.
You think so? That they did the cure AIDS also?
They made AIDS. That's a fact. My history teacher told me that America made AIDS.
Oh, you believe your English? You believe your teacher with that?
My black history teacher, he used to tell us everything. Like he even told us that.
AIDS is
He even told us like
AIDS is
the stuff that
man-made.
I'm teaching.
So AIDS is a man-made disease that got out like on the TV show we be
It was
watching.
no. It was what they used for war. Like they used that to war. Like
A lot of things are used, built, and made for war purposes, and they end up leaking.
AIDS run through in gorillas right now.
man, they got killed all that stuff.
So AIDS is in the gorillas. So they
took that and built
took a drug and
it. They built a genetic drug.
and they put it into I don't know who they was aiming at. I don't know if it got out.
Lord have mercy. The U.S. government gonna shut my YouTube channel down with y'all conspiracy theories. This is a disclaimer. What's my disclaimer? This is
I will learn my states.
the disclaimer is yes, I will learn my states, and the Bear will learn that Houston is not a country. And also that everything that's being said here on this vlog is a matter of opinion,
Facts.
not facts. It's an opinion. Everybody has one, just like a you know what. Everybody has one. So it's an opinion. So don't come for me.
If you want to.
Stay woke.
Stay blind if you want to. I stay woke.
Stay woke. See, Taylor sleeps. She not woke.
And that should be a shirt. Stay woke. Hashtag stay woke.
It probably is. Woo! Well, that was deep. So I guess I'm going to start back after we get to my sister's-in-law house. Hopefully their conversation is a little more lighthearted. Everybody in their feelings. We should have kept talking about the dog because the dog is the one who's stressed
Don't
out.
they hate Trump though?
Who hate Trump? Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they hate Trump. They do. I don't like talking about Trump. I wish Michelle Obama would run for president. Don't you, honey?
Yeah.
Don't you want Michelle Obama for president?
She will win. She will have more
I
people.
think she should run if she want to run.
I think the only reason she probably won't do it is because she sees her husband go through so much stress. Because they had a picture.
Oh, I know. I saw that picture.
Yeah.
He aged like so fast. And right now, if you see him, the pictures they take now of him.
I'm sorry. If you look at me
What? No.
10 years ago, he was in president for 8 years. It's been 10 years.
But you know, black people don't age. No. His was faster than that.
He's had white.
That's the white part of him.
Yes.
No, they did a picture with him. First day president, and 3 years later, they ain't do.
Oh, you talking about 3 years later?
They didn't
that
They did do that progression, and he did age because it was
If it's 3
stress.
years, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I'm talking about he was in office over 10 years, so you're going to change in 10 years.
Yeah, but you know, black people, we don't. 10 years for us is like dog year. Yeah, that's what Larry said. He white, so that's the white part of him aging fast.
You got white in him.
Oh,
Well, like most black people in America got white in them, though.
Well, yeah, we all do. We all a melting pot in our bloodlines.
We are brothers and sisters somehow.
We all brothers and sisters somewhere down the lineage.
That's kind of nasty.
I'm hungry. Where we gonna get when we going? We didn't even make it home yet to let the dog out.
Then we got another 30, 40 minutes.
Then we gotta go way to Michelle's house. They got gumbo.
Look at that